Good morning, Internet.
Station fuel low.
Excuse me, I'm introing. Good morning, Internet.
Fuel low.
Would you... Fine.
Station fuel low.
My lord, what did I mean? Station fuel low. I know, I heard you. Shouldn't be station fuel low. It doesn't have fuel. Its fuel is the wind. It's fueled by the sky, and there's plenty of sky. Lordy, lordy. Rough intro. Hello, Internet. Welcome back to Space Engineers. So, today is the day. I swear it. I stand by it. We will be ending this episode in space. I will not let anything else distract me. We will be in space, in a ship with a jump drive by the end by the end of this, excuse me. Oh my goodness. Okay, so having said that, time to immediately distract myself. Uh, the last thing I want to do here on the Earth base is build essentially a little bunkhouse for the quote unquote colonists to quote unquote arrive and stay in. And I'm kind of thinking over here by the original magnesium hole, which we haven't been in many a moon, might be a good spot, kind of up on the hill a little bit, kind of recessed into the hill. Seems nice. Uh, I did, as you probably noticed, fly back from salvaging that base. I built a little landing pad for the scrap metal to actually land on, just because that seemed like a nice thing to do. So, yeah. Got a pad, it can dock up and everything. That's probably why it was so panicked, because technically, that's the thing, is the scrap metal's not low on fuel either. It's got a ton of uranium in it, and a bunch of hydrogen. So I don't know. But, either way, unimportant right now. Do I have things? I do not. Let's go in here. Hopefully it won't be yelling at me too much. How are we doing? Okay. We're still cranking through superconductor components. How much gold do we have left? How do I... There we go. Okay. Quite a bit. I did mine a little bit more gold as well, off camera, just so that we'd make sure to have enough. So that's looking good. Okay. I thought it stopped for a second. We should have plenty of time to build and not be wasting time because we've got to wait for all that. So let's get going. Scoot by the truck. Okay. So I guess... I'd almost be tempted to make it separate from the base, except for I kind of want it to all share power. I don't really want a line of blocks leading to it, though. Though it kind of makes sense, because you'd have to have like a little walkway path. So, yeah, little walkway path. In fact, if I have it up on the hill, maybe I don't have the entrance kind of right at ground flush level. I could have it kind of up on stilts a little bit. And then have some stairs. Yeah, so... That's far... Well, I could technically get it there. Let's... We'll do the cheapest block we can make, which might be that, because I can put a stair block on that. Da-da-da-da. And I guess it would make sense to have the medical bay in this room too, but I don't really want to have to run the piping as well. So they can come over here. Maybe what I do is repurpose this a bit and make it the general kind of break room. And then the beds are all out there. That sounds good. So I'll just take a bunch of those because I need them to make the stairs, I think. Unless I need these. Let me out. Okay. So very far edge. Put a stair. Oh. Actually, not that one. Where are... Yes. I don't know if I've used this trick in this series or not yet. But, handy little thing you can do. So if you have the DLC that has the neon tubes in it, the unbuilt neon tube is very small. It sort of just looks like a metal bracket, but it gives you another placement point. So it's perfect. Oh, hello, hole. It's perfect combined with the stairs to make basically a staircase, free floating, that isn't super obvious that you have a block in between. So yeah. Okay, so we'll go up there. And we'll do one more of those. And then, there you are. Put one of these nice, railed catwalks up. And then we'll have the wall of the building. Which... Well, I think if I do it like this... we'll go with a door first. I don't want to build it and then disconnect the whole thing from, uh, you know, disconnect the two grids by building a block there and then replacing it with a door. So, I guess I could consider a bit of a more robust connection. But, I think it should be alright. Okay. So we've got that. Let's give ourselves some room this way. And I can also mine out some of the hill if I need to. Uh, yeah, that should be good. That's a gun. That won't mine out the hill. Okay, come on. Come on, drill. There we go. You have to really coax them into it sometimes. Okay. Drill out over here a bit. I essentially just want enough that I can place my blocks without them then being, you know, they're not being ground on the other side of them. And also I want to get some of this grass to go away, so it doesn't poke its way through the floor. Good enough. Okay. So, a few more blocks. I may have to adjust the color at some point, but that should be fine. Okay. Lots aplenty. So that should be a nice little floor area. I'll go out one more on this side. Just kind of cover up so that the building just sinks right down in. Can still access our hole if we so need. Okay. Go ahead and weld this up real quick. Be back shortly. Hmm. Oh. Hmm. Okay. I guess we're back real quick. So, we have processed all our gold. We are not done with those. So I guess we'll be making another mining trip. I should probably do that first. Well, I'll finish up the floor here and then empty my inventory out into this. Yeah. I replaced these inner bits with half slabs, which is the smart thing to do because it's cheaper for the same. Is that a footprint? Damn. Really stomped on it, I guess. Uh, Solid steel and I left a footprint. Anyway, cheaper, half slabs, looks the same. Bing, bang, boom. So, you never know when I'll need to weld things. Okay, so we'll just kind of fly on over there on our. You are not full of fuel, good sir. Hydrogen tank. Yeah, let's draw some fuel out. Oh, I think that might be. So off camera, as I was doing things, uh, or was that on camera? At some point in my past, I accidentally dumped all of the fuel on board into one hydrogen tank instead of filling up my bottle. So that may have been what caused it. I also could have just, for some reason, not drawn more when I last docked it. So, both options. Okay. It's been a couple days. How do I control you? Okay. So, unlocked. Unlock that. Turn on those. That's the lights. That's the engines. My battery should exist. Ah, but it's on recharge. That would do it. Okay. So, onward to fill up on iron and gold. And then fly it home. Let's see, the cold hole is... There you are. Next to... Oh yeah, I forgot there was a drone that nearly crashed into it. Okay. This is always disconcerting. Turn our lights on. Okay. Nope, pull up. Okay, gold. There's not a ton left. Nope. Oh, throw outers of stone. Okay, away we go. And look at it fart. My radial kind of situational awareness lights are not super helpful here, it seems. They could maybe use a wider radius than I gave them. And that should be alright. Okay. Ooh, 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 we're digging a hole full of gold to put in a jump drive so that we can go into space and progress in our plans. I think I am falling out of the sky. Uh, still got more room. I can still go up, so we're good. Hmm. Hmm. I've made a nice tight little hole. How much? Uh, two of my drills. Okay. Starting to fill up on the drills, so a little bit over here maybe. Just a few seconds. Okay. What are we at now? Didn't change. The drill 2 filled up a little more. I should probably, like, label which drill is which, because it really does... Because obviously the front one is slightly further, so I think it'll fill up faster. But it's kind of hard to tell which one's full and which isn't, which affects kind of where I position myself a bit. Because ideally I fill all the drills all the way, and that's a maximum load. Okay. That drill's nearly full, so we'll call that a day. We can also barely fly, so I think that's as good a time as any. We'll kick on the main boosters so we can at least go up. That makes it nice at least. Swoop. Okay. Now where on earth is home? Over here. Oh, it's real heavy. We're just side slipping across the sky right now. Okay. Try and burn a little speed by nosing up. We'll just... That'll do it. This thing... Oh, God. This thing does not handle nearly as well full. Let's turn those off for now. And this should all get automatically pulled into the system. Ooh. Okay. It's that, and those. Yep. Gold in the refinery. Okay, back in business. So hopefully that load will finish us up. There's hoping. So back to this. So I think what I'm going to do... So the beds, which I don't know what they take to build, but I have nothing in my inventory, so... I don't even know where beds... Where are you, bed? That's a desk. Bed. Yes. Okay, interior plate, but you can see they have a window on them. So I'm thinking the beds, maybe like a bed and then a little block in between. Oh, hello, sir. We can have the beds along this wall, so the windows look out kind of at the base. This wall will maybe a window over here. This wall will just be solid metal, as well as this whole corner, maybe a bathroom in there. And then nice big window here so you can see the landing pad. So, first step, let's get our steel, which we don't have a ton of, and nothing else because my inventory is full. Oof, 120 liters. I've been playing. I've been playing Space Engineers, same game, but the survival or escape Mars scenario with some friends, and in that the default size you have of your inventory is, I think, like 3,000. Ah, there's another uneditable cough. Uh, Inventory size is like 3,000 liters. So going down to 1,200 is kind of rough. Oops. Okay. Yeah, so we'll do that. If I'm gonna have windows, so I think the building will also be two blocks tall, so I can have 2 levels of bunk beds, but then a big open area. So we'll do that. We'll do another, and it kind of raises it a bit off the hillside over here. No, I could pretty easily put a little walkway out from the roof. 2 over there. Maybe if I want to have rooftop access. Okay. We'll do... Kind of thinking... So if we do the armory, that could kind of work and be a little closet space. Downside is there are only 2 for 3 beds. Oh, but maybe I'll replace these with armories. That'll work. Yeah. So, do armories, and then sets of beds. And then what we'll do, I don't know why I have that. We'll take the catwalks and not build them because we need construction components. Okay. Well, I could weld up some of this while I'm here. Get rid of some of this steel. Oh, that was forethought. Some of the other changes. So I got rid of the remains of the survival trailer, just because it was sitting there. And I also, I realized I only have one parking spot. So for the headhunter, I wanted to be able to connect it up. You may notice Buzzy, our little salvaging drone, is no longer here with us. Buzzy has gone to the great drone farm upstate, and yeah. Though I shouldn't have quite sent Buzzy to the farm, because he would have been real useful for welding up this. But, yeah well, live and learn. This shouldn't be too horrible. I do have a fancy welder. Don't know where I got that. Probably a box somewhere. Okay, well that's all I can do there. So... Oh, we have plenty of construction components. In fact, I'll take a bunch. I'll just take whole load, because everything needs them. This'll need some. All of these'll need them. I may have to get another load. Yep, a lot of construction components. Okay, so now we will. Where are there? You are, corner. So we'll do that. And we'll have a blank one here with the stairs to get up to it. Yeah. Though, well, no, I can't really put the stairs there because of the uh door. Because I kind of want it over here to be the bathroom. Well, maybe what I do is recess the bathroom into this wall. Yeah, that'll work. Uh, let's we'll just transfer this metal over somewhere else. And I may have to adjust the ground a little bit. Never want to have dirt poking through your bathroom floor. Yeah. Come on, get the dirt.
Inventory full.
Well, okay. What do I... Oh, it's full of construction components. I can dump them in these. Okay, give me the rocks. So we'll kind of gentle touch up here. And if there's a little lip, I mean, what's the matter? It's not like I'm ever going back there, so. We'll just dump those in there. How is our... Okay, so we've still got a good bit of gold bouncing around the place. And actually... Oh, we're done with that. Sweet. Okay, well, we'll just leave it to process, but we should be ready to build the jump drive. Good, good, good. Okay, well, let's... In you go, stone. Uh... Trade out some of that stuff for this stuff. Yeah, toilet. So, for the bathroom, I'd almost want it to go this way. Nah, we'll go this way. So we'll have shower there. Then, uh, open toilet there. Put all the bits in it that I have. And then, my secret trick for this. There you are, doors. I'll put one of these kind of offset doors surrounded by these with some of these for good measure, so that it won't look so awkward and obvious having a door here, but I can actually have a private bathroom. Uh, Now I do think this door has a window on it, so hopefully it won't be aligned with the shower, because that might not be as good for privacy. But everyone here is going to have to get real close because they're sharing one bathroom, so yeah, it's kind of sink or swim. Let's get some of those. Oh, I think I needed... Hope I can't have any of those. We'll take 5. Okay. Motors, tubes, glass. I need some of that for those, so... Motors, tubes, and glass. I need to start pulling things out like this again. Take some of those just for good measure. So I've gotten used to just being able to pull out 100 of whatever and then slap it in. I don't have the room for 100 whatevers anymore. Okay, just one display for that. I need a lot of things. Well, let's finish up our frame and then I'll weld it all up later. So, I need girders for you. Uh, there we go. That should be enough to frame it. Okay. Did I not? I thought I just took some girders. Nope. Give me girder. Okay, so we'll put that there. We'll have maybe those there. That's the wrong thing. 2x3, please. There we go. Okay. And now we go get some steel to build our roof. So, oh, and now that that's done, let's produce a bunch more stuff. Because we should still have... Yeah, we have a crap ton of iron, so we just have to turn it into things. Okay. So this building design is very much not like the other building designs. But I should try and tie it in. So maybe we'll still give it a bit of the barn roof styling. Uh, yeah. Well, not like that. Oh, the issue with the barn roof styling, though, it does give us more vertical room, which I don't really want. I want it to just be too high. You know, I wouldn't want to make it too high. Little pun there. So let's change it up a little. It'll still have a similar shape, but what I'm going to do... Yeah, so if I then make it flat, with just full blocks, we'll have the room inside, and what I can do is then have a layer on top, like this. So from the outside, it'll still be kind of the vaulted look. In fact, I could even adjust this a bit and make those spotlight or skylights. That might be nice. Though I guess if I have a skylight, doesn't really, now it's just kind of a big open area again, isn't it? Hmm. Whatever. I'm allowed to change my mind. Okay. So, we'll have these. Get on over there. Guess I could use this. Oh, in this case, I could also use the good old traditional. Because I do want the roof to have some bulk and some attachment points for lights and stuff. Ooh, which will actually be... Maybe we have the one skylight over there, and then this side stays cozy. Because that way I can still put light. I can put a light right there that should reach out over here. I could put one there and there. Well, I can't put one there. I'll figure out a way to make it work. Okay. So that's the basic frame, so I guess now I just weld it all up. Here we go. Hmm. Apparently I cannot build a window on that. Well, no one will notice the difference. Fresh air's good for them. Oh, darn it. I did all the roof out there and thought, oh, I'm done with the roof. Forgot about all the roof in here. So much steel. Glad this thing's connected at least. Okay. I need a ton of glass. Much. Got some glass. There goes all that glass. Ooh. That's a hefty fella. Hope he doesn't dislike me. The turrets should be on. Yeah, they're going. So, hello, buddy. Just don't worry about me. Nothing to see here. This definitely isn't the salvaged husk of one of your ships. I don't... coughing, coughing, coughing. I don't actually fully remember if this was an icon ship or a different ship, or incon. Hmm. Uh, Seems to just be passing by. Big, big boy. Okay. am I doing? Glass. Okay. So, displays and small steel tubes left. Should be doable. Got tubes out the wazoo. Yeah. Ooh, though maybe not for long, because these things take tubes out the wazoo. My god, 32 tubes. 26 tubes. What are they doing with all these tubes? Oofa toofa. Okay. Those are good. It's very dark in here. Should really invest in some lighting. Tubes and tubes. Well, it does look nice, though. I may want to paint it the same green, but... or at least a similar green. Maybe invert it. Black with green highlights. Like that. Okay. So now I just need all the displays. And some interior plate. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, so there is a small sliver of window that you could just see in the shower, but you're gonna have to do a lot of work for it, so at that point, someone will probably notice. Also, this person has grass in their locker, but that's fine. Okay. So, just one more of that. And then it's dark. I need construction components. Ah, it's light over here. Look how nice that looks from here. Oh, and those aren't done. Ah, they need things I don't have. Things I shall get. Okay. Now, so I'll have one big light up here. Then some little accent lights here and here. And that should, if I highlight all the various lights on this thing, my god, it'll be, once we finally take off, it'll be a blessing. Uh, okay. Intensity can be that. 12, and we'll have a little bit more offset. And then intensity 1, range 8. Yeah, perfect. Okay, you've even got light in the bathroom, which is handy. A little bit of grass in the shower, but that's natural. Yeah, I think that works pretty well. Let's maybe do Where are more couches? Maybe we have a sectional here so you can kind of sit, look out at the ship, take a nice relax. Some interior plate. Yeah. Perfect. Then maybe some nice flowers. Which I need more construction components and glass for. Oofa doofa. There. Yeah. So that's a pretty nice little bunk area. Got nice big views. Got some little window views out of your bunks. You can see the sky. Everyone gets their own locker. 6 people share one small bathroom, which will be funny. I mean, the suits, I'm sure, can handle it on their own, so won't be a big issue. You've got a nice little sitting area to sit back in the evening, chat, look out at the world, watch as the demons from beyond the sky rain hell down on your base. Yeah. Let's do a quick paint update. I'm just gonna kind of inverting the color scheme a bit. We'll have the 4 corners be kind of green. And I think all that will do on the inside is it gives us, yeah, some little green accents at the windows here. We can do green furniture. Oh, it does make that green, which I don't love. Well, no one will notice. And those walls. Whatever. I think that works pretty well. And I'd say that will justify our mission on this planet. We now have a built-up, defended base ready for people to move in. And ready for us to move out of. So, next step, I could have just gone through that door. Dump everything off. What do I need for jump drive? Steel plate first off. So let's get some of that. We'll sort everything out and do all that later. So, time for the big moment. It is time to go into the specially prepared jump drive chamber with enough room for a jump drive and a bunch of other junk if I wanted to put it in, but I don't really need it. So, there we go. Now we build it. Uh, not, not that. No, stop it. Or was it? Ah, right click. I don't know how to use computers. Now if I pull that out, it doesn't work. Now if I pull that out, also didn't work. Why you no work? I mean, I've got what I need. Well, okay, we'll do it manually. Maybe there's some weird issue with it, working with subgrids. Because I'm technically trying to access the cargo through... Like, none of this cargo is on the scrap metal. Look at that. Just enough and then a little extra, I think? How many of those do I need? I don't know. It's going to take a decade to put them all in, though. Oofa toofa. Wish I had. Ooh! Haha! Easy cargo access. Oh, come on. Give me... There we go. Let's put... Ooh, those are even bigger. Okay. Give me more gravity. Okay. Ooh. 120 power cells. Why? Oh, I have 127. How convenient. I guess I did queue up the entire thing, so I should have all the parts built. In fact, if this were in a slightly more convenient place, I could do a trick. So, if you build a welder... Did I... I vaguely remember trying to do that somewhere. But if you build a welder, and then attempt to weld, or turn it on, connected to cargo, you can weld on the same ship the welder's attached to. Which comes in very handy for big, complex things like this. Because you just get all the components, put the welder down, and it'll just build it real quick and simple. None of this going about finding things and putting them in that I'm having to do now. Look at it go. Okay. This'll take a while. Especially if I can't access the port. There we go. Oh, so close. One more load. There we go. And now we have 100 extra. Oh, I think this is me attempting to remember what my own brain did. I need more computers, actually. I'm pretty sure I actually queued up the stuff for a gravity generator as well. Do we have any more? Maybe I did not. Because otherwise I'd have gravity components, wouldn't I? What does it take? Gravity, gravity. Gravity generator. Well, that's not super helpful. We'll go this way. Gravity generator. Yeah, so it does not need superconductors. It just needs 6 gravity components. I could set one of those to make while I do this, because it will come in handy. There we go. Produce that, please. We should still have enough gold and whatnot. Come on. Take our computers. Oh, it's now on. So now, just need a bunch of construction components. Okay. That is one finished jump drive. Now, before I seal it in the crypt, fully recharged in 11 minutes. How are our... Our batteries aren't doing too hot. Most of them are set to recharge. I don't know why that is. Those batteries are almost dead. That might be the base as well. Hmm. Why are all the batteries set to recharge? Unless these are... Oh, those are the hot dog batteries. Minor battery. One of these is the... One of these is going to be the headhunter, and one should be the base. And then these are the four on here. Well, we'll just let the power sort itself out. And we'll see what life has in store for us. In theory, the wind should provide us some assistance. Because, hoo boy. I forgot how, or didn't, I guess, fully take into account how power hungry those jump drives are. What we could do... So we've got... Oh, I was gonna seal it up real quick. So no vermin get in. Ah, nope. Come back here, ground. There we go. Have this odd bit of forest green. There's some more of it around. Okay. So let's head in. Turn that off. Yeah, so batteries are going. I want that real quick. Reactor. Reactor is off. So if we turn that on, now how quickly? 4 minutes. Okay. We've still got a good bit of uranium, so I think we should be alright. Yeah. So we let that fill up. Guess we should put down our gravgen with whatever it takes. I don't fully know. I believe this is roughly center line with the actual ship. Guess I could put it up here, actually. Actually, this might be center line. Center line's kind of a tricky thing to tell on a... I mean, if we want to get technical, the center line is like over here. Yeah, it's like this line. So in fact, this ship might be an even width wide. Who knows? It's a mystery. So we'll just put it in here. Kind of just right here where it'll be nice and accessible. And then we can sort of generally shrink it into what we think we'll need. Let's get all this stuff in the right spot. Oh, and I mean, all I have to do is run down there, but I don't have to, because I have cargo right there. And build planner doesn't seem to like working. Yeah, so we'll just take all of that. There we go. Grab gem. And what I'll do real quick is turn it off for now. Because we shouldn't need, I mean, we don't need it on Earth because there's gravity. Uh, and I want to, once we're in space, I want to kind of fine tune it so that we aren't going, super over on the actual, like, walking area of the ship. It'll obviously be all kinds of off center from everything, but we can at least kind of size it and save ourselves a bit of power. Okay. So now, get all our doors closed up. I think the next thing to do is to patch this up a bit. So, we should figure out what we actually want to take with us. Load that up in the hold. I think I'm going to take the miner. The headhunter will not be too useful in space, what with its atmospheric only thrust. But this should allow us, if we come by any boulders, we can get any valuables out of them. The scrap metal has a big ore detector, so we'll be able to detect stuff better than our last fateful trip up. Yeah. My kind of gut instinct would be to take everything, which we could do. Uh, I mean, I guess why not, so long as we can lift it, right? We'll load everything up and then go from there. So if we go into inventory, show only our ship one. Yeah. So we have our onboard refiner and we have a basic assembler, basic onboard refinery, and then we have an assembler, full assembler. So we can at least take any salvage and convert it as needed. Uh, let's only show storage inventories. Is everything only showing storage didn't really help much, did it? Yeah. Show all the things. I just want to do a quick visual scan. Okay, so we've got some gold in the refinery. Oh, yeah. I was like, why didn't those stack? Because they are silver and gold. They're two very different things. We've got some stuff in the assembler. I'll take it and see if the assembler steals it, as it is wont to do. It may not, because it doesn't actually want to assemble anything right now. Ooh, that's all the magnesium we have. Granted, that's probably a fair bit. Yeah, a lot of our turrets have ammo. Do the turrets... Okay. All of our turrets on board also have ammo, which is important. I'll leave some ammo here, because I think that's useful. Uh, We might as well take the ammo out of the vehicles, though. Where is our main cargo? Large cargo. Okay. Those can go. Oh, yeah, of course. So there we go. We've got a bit extra that. Let's go get those missiles. I can't drag them over because they are not in a reloadable missile container. Give me you. Okay. That's that rock again. A big scary rock in the sky. Okay. So, put that in there for now. Well, that was foolish of me. We'll take that out of there. And do it like this. Oh. Fine, fine. I do not know how to operate Space Engineers. I just want to say that now. Uh, the secret is I've never known, and I've just been fumbling this whole time. There we go. Okay. Now we can move cargo across. So, ship cargo, all cargo. Let's just move it all. No real reason not to. We should be able to hold it all, because it's the same size cargo container. And it should give us everything we need to start the next base. Because the idea is that we don't actually have to uh start from scratch, survival start. We've got everything we need to begin. It's just a matter of kind of building up an area, securing it, and then gathering what stuff we need to replenish. But yeah, guess we could take that. Well, that stone's coming with us. It's in the ejectors of the miner. So that's good. We've got all manner of resources. That's the onboard basic refinery. We'll just sort it all for safe travels. Yeah, and that's the wrong button. Our cargo's only roughly a fourth of the way full. So we could take more if we wanted. That's not a great camera shot. Okay. So yeah. I think that's pretty good. We'll go and do one final kind of sweep of the base. Mainly because I realized that I'd set up my elevator so I could just take it and depart. And then I was already in the ship, so I wouldn't have needed to. So we'll walk around the base as just kind of a token gesture. Say goodbye to the dents and everything we left. Down here to the basement again. My goodness. Feels like just yesterday that we were building a weird little drill arm to make this big hole to get resources. And it actually feels like it was many months ago because it was. But, yeah. Say we made a pretty good little home here. Okay, that guy's leaving. That's good. His name's all capitals, which means he means business. We'll leave the hot dog parked and ready. The flying hot dog. Got our nice new little bunker. Bunkhouse. Got the headhunter and the printer bay. Well, be nice to know that no matter where we are in the universe, somewhere out here is this. I'm gonna get rid of that GPS. We can get rid of both mini GPSs to remind us where we've been. Clutter our HUD from afar. A ship that's 95% intact and ready to fly. I'd say maybe 80. Uh, we'll see if we make it to the atmosphere. So yeah, it's time. Up we go. That's the wrong button. The astronaut boarding their ship. Okay. I guess this isn't fully goodbye. I'm not going to take off from Earth yet because I need to go fill up the fuel tanks. So I don't need all the pomp and circumstance. But this will, unless horrible, horrible things happen, this will be the last time we see this base for a while. So, goodbye, home. We're off to make a new home. Okay. Unlocked. Retracting our proboscis. Let's unlock our gear. So we've got a good bit of fuel. So we should be alright for just a quick top off. Go ahead and thrusters on. Still got plenty of up. So we should be alright for takeoff. Real quick. Oh, because they're hidden. I want to create a reverse thrust. Scrap metal. Metacal. Scrap metal reverse thrust. Group. Atma thrust. Make sure I didn't already have one. Doesn't look like I did. Oh, I did have reverse thrust. But that was probably only the atmospherics. So I want that. So then I can retain, yeah, we'll put it there. Actually, no. We'll remove this. We'll put it there. And go to here. I am just kind of using hydrogen while I'm up here. So this will be all our connections, is Control 2. So, being able to turn off the reverse thrust means I can figure out where the heck I am. I was already pointed at the fuel hole. So I can accelerate, turn off the reverse thrusters. They're all off now, except for the ion, which is now on, so that's an issue of it. But I can now generally just glide. Without using hydrogen, though I guess I am now using ion power. That is very little here. Guess I could turn on all the ion. Why not? Looks fun. So yeah. Okay. As we get close here, turn on the braking thrust, because I don't particularly want to dive headfirst at the ground. Ooh, a lot of power usage. Let's turn off those. Okay. I guess I could, here, while we're still in our fun precarious hover, oh wait. I'm gonna remove that from the reverse thrust group. That should overwrite. Yes. Because in theory, I won't need that in space, because in space I can just turn off my inertial dampeners and achieve the same effect. The issue with that here on Earth is I fall from the sky if I do it. So, bring ourselves down onto our fueling pipe. Try not to skewer ourselves with the fueling pipe. Oh, they've got a fueling station too. Makes sense, it's a hip place to do it. I started a trend. Oop. Okay, there we go. Connected. We'll go ahead and turn all that stuff off for now. And stop showing those. Tanks. Turn them on stockpile. And fill them up. But not all. Hold on a second. I thought I had enough here to top it off. Do I not? Are you empty? You are all... Ow. You are all empty. Okay. Well. Do I want to... Yeah, I really should do all of my processing here of hydrogen. Just because it would go so much slower with the one generator I have on that. So let's... Ice drill on. Oh god, it's been too long. How do I operate this thing? So I have to do down. Yep, down. 7.5 meters. And once it gets there, I reverse the velocity. And then we wait. Because as I said, I'm going to end this episode in space, regardless of how long it takes. Okay. The way it goes. So... let's head back up to the ship. Ah, Quebec 4 supply drop. Sounds fun. I didn't know the Canadians were pirates. Okay. So the tanks are filling up. I have one that's full, so that's good. I'm just gonna, while I'm here, uh, hop in. So that's full. Set that to stockpile as well. So I want to fill up everything before I leave. Because once I'm up there, I can produce hydrogen, but it's much slower. Granted, once I'm up there, hopefully I won't need a bunch of hydrogen, because I do have ion in most directions. Do I have any sideways ion thrusters? I know I don't have down, which is probably not ideal. Though I only have it blocked for 3, so I could move them. Oh no, I have more there. Where would I put ions? Not really left myself room for them. That's probably why I don't have any. Hmm. I could maybe... What's in here? I think this might be a passageway. Oh yeah, that's a room. They also might cook that turret. From there. Hmm. It's kind of a moot point to figure out where to put ion thrusters, because I don't have the components to build them. Which is why I have 3 unbuilt ones. That may be something to figure out. Maybe I'll build a little tail somewhere. I could. That's a half block. Oh, and there's thrusters in there. Well, we've got ion in some directions, and that should be enough. That I wouldn't need the hydrogen unless I were, you know, I don't have to use it for navigation as much. I can conserve it for when I am being killed. So, okay. Filling up decently. So 87 there. Those are all the base ones. Oxygen tank is good. That would be the miner. But once the main tanks finish filling, it should fill much quicker. So, that'll be handy. Oh, good to know. The turrets were off. Uh, let's see. Oh, hello, fella. Look at that. They're doing the same thing I am, more or less. Or at least the thing I think I originally had. Hmm. Yep, and there's another one of this. Or what one of this was. Hmm. There's my little drill arm moving. There's me. Oh, I matched the seat. Handy. Oh, I know what you are. So, not just because I'm looking at it. Yeah, you're gonna try and get away from me, aren't you? A little do you know. Haha. I have the power of inertial dampening. Hey! Oh! I was almost killed by the power of inertial dampening. Whoops. Now I know why that's not a good strategy. Fun, though. Okay. How much fuel do you have now? Ooh, I don't have a ton. Ah, never mind. Ooh, 93. That's progress. Hmm. Slow, slow progress. It's something we really take for granted. It's how quick it is to fuel up a car. Just pop it in, hold down the little lever. If you're lucky, you can just set the little lever to stay in position and it'll actually do things. Not all the time, but yeah, if you're in a good place, maybe. This is taking forever. And I don't want to do too many other things because I don't really want to make this episode super long. It's already going to be probably pretty darn long, even after I trim it all down and cut it. So I could go out and do some hull repairs, because that's exciting. Whoop-de-doo. You know, because the whole point of this was for coasting through space, but now's as good a time as any. Would be nice if it had audio. Also, would be nice if there was not a pretty notable input delay that makes it quite difficult to make particularly precise timings like that just now. Uh, Here we are, using a ton of power, heating up my apartment with a powerful GPU, all to play Snake while I wait for my gas tank to fill up. Oh, that's not great. Go. Really hope nothing decides. Ah, got distracted. I was thinking. Hope nothing decides to attack me while I'm here. Because that would be the absolute worst, to get all the way to the end and then be blown up waiting for gas to fill. Give me the red. Thank you. There we go. Well, the script is paying off at least. Glad I could manage to get it working. I need to check how on earth I did get it working, because I tried to do it recently in another world and I just could not make it happen. It's a little finicky, this one. Fun though. I always wished with the old decorative block packs that had the arcade machines, I always wished you could actually like do something. Oh, oh, these corner ones are real tricky. Oh, we're real close to full of gas. 98%. We probably, in all honesty, we do not need nearly as much fuel as we have. We can get to space. I'd be willing to bet we'll use 20% by the time we're ready to just cut everything off and coast. Oh, that's a crap spot for it. Well, I chickened out. Woohoo. Danger moves. But I mainly just want the fuel available so that I don't have to try and find ice in space and then rely on my ship to refine it at any speed. Because this is the refining at. I have 6 refineries just going full tilt, creating hydrogen. This isn't gonna work. Well, that's suicide. Uh, I have 6 refineries doing the work to produce the ice, or produce hydrogen, to refill at this rate. When I'm in space alone, this is all I have. This one little fella. I will probably take in any extra ice. Uh, take in any extra ice once I'm full, because it will come in handy, but I do not want to be reliant on that. I'd like to have well over the amount of ice I need to get to Mars. Once I get to Mars, my plan is to land near ice, so I can essentially start out with a base like this that can process fuel, and then just build it here, since I will now have a choice of where I live. What are we at? Ah, so close, so close. That one is less close. And how much ice? Nope. Okay, quite a bit. I shut off the actual drill because, as you can see, we were pretty darn full. That was a while ago now. So, churning through it. Well, I can't remember. I think that's sun coming up. That lovely view there. So that'll be nice at least. We'll launch in daytime. Benefit of recording for over 2 hours. The sun does a full circle. Ooh. Ho ho ho. The miner is now filling rapidly. Oh, we are nearing launch time, everybody. Once this bad boy is full, we'll drag some ice over. Uh, not like that. Let's do... That should be more than enough. Unless, of course, we can no longer fly. Okay. The last little bits. 99. 100. Uh, None of these. No, these are all normal. Turn stockpile off. Yep, they're all nominal. Okay. The sun is up. Tanks are full. It's time to go to space. The big final go into space. So, let's begin our launch procedure. Thrusters on. Switch end disconnected from dock. Fuel good. Get into position. Ah, dang. I don't have... Okay. Control 3. Again, should have done this while I was on the ground. So I want my forward thrusters. In fact, I don't need the ions, so... Forward thrusters. Forward thrusters increase and decrease thrust override. Okay. Let's point ourselves roughly to Mars. We did it wrong. Okay. Come on, baby. We'll point ourselves... Actually, no. We'll point dead at Mars. And we will throttle up quickly so that we don't fall to the ground. We're off. Okay. So as we reach maximum speed, we'll slowly throttle back to conserve as much fuel as we can. Zoom out for a potential screenshot. Goodbye, Earth. You have served us well. Okay, I can begin throttling back. Okay. That's about where I want it for the moment. Oh, there's a fleeting rival. Ah, from you. That's okay, my turrets are on. We should be able to outrun him. Okay, we're still in planetary gravity. Still roughly aligned. Come on, baby. I know you can do it. Just have to get out of gravity quick enough that I don't, lose all my thrust from losing my atmospheric thrusters. Because they're gonna fall off pretty soon here. In fact, they're probably already barely producing anything. Still on course and still climbing. Okay, we are now falling out of gravity. Well, that's maybe a better screenshot. Look at that. With the blue fading into the black of space. Ah, here we go. Okay, so atmospherics are pretty much useless now. So we'll kick them off. Unfortunately, I lose the indicator of how much thrust I'm producing. So it's hard to tell exactly where I am, but it's mostly done by throttling down until you start slowing, and then not doing that. We do seem to pull slightly left over time, but that's not horrible. Okay, we're approaching half gravity. Fuel situation is looking pretty good. 5% burned. Take a sip of water. Throttle back just a little bit. Got plenty of power. Ah, well, we are above the atmosphere for sure. Look at that space. An unobstructed view of Mars, our next destination. Continue moving our way out. Keep an eye. Last time we were up here, it was pretty quiet, but I don't fully trust it to stay that way as we get further from the planet. Especially now that we're in a much bigger ship. So, gotta keep an eye out, because there's some real nasties up here. Yeah, real nasties, which is why we have a jump drive. So as soon as we're out of gravity, we can boogie if we need to. Okay, 25 gravity. Good to throttle back a little bit more. Okay, looks like if we're lucky, we'll get out only using about 10% of our fuel, which would be good. We do not have parachutes anymore, so we need to have at least some power to be able to land this thing. Luckily, Mars has less gravity than Earth, so, and you can use atmospheric thrusters. So, given we were able to leave Earth, we should be more than capable of touchdown on Mars. Uh, there it is. Everything we've ever known in a little, tiny little cube. I guess it doesn't feel... it's not as magical because we did come up here in the minor. So, we have left before, but leaving with the intent to not return, at least for a long time. I know, there's something about it. Something sad. Reflected in that, repeating grass texture off to the right. Let's not look at that. Okay. So, nearing 0.1 G. The last little bit is a pretty long fall off, but there's also very little force keeping us back, so we should be fairly safe. Let's see. Yeah, we're probably... In fact... Yep. We are at our, minimum amount of forward thrust. Actually, we need to be a little faster. But, so we'll be about this until we're gone. I turned off all my asteroid markers. I assumed these were the same ones or similar ones to the one I went to. But actually, probably not. These are probably all new. Because when we launched before, we went straight up from the ice mine. This time we went at an angle. So I guess I could. My ore detector's at max. So I don't think we'll be getting close enough to any of these to do any detecting, but if we happen to pass by one close, we may be able to get a glimpse at what's on it. Okay. We just hit 0.05 G, and it doesn't go below that, so we are about free. The ship does not seem to be pressurized, which isn't great. It says pressurized. Why am I cold? Unless the cockpit's not pressurized. Which could actually be the case, because it was, oh, an unknown signal. There's, yeah. Oh! It happened already, and I wasn't paying attention. We are in space. Turn on our ion thrust. Okay. We did it. Stop here. Yep, with only 8% fuel burn. We are in space. Yeah. Just didn't. I don't actually have a vent in here. Hey. I've not set up the gravity. Look at that. We're off the planet. We've done it. So, our next step... Well, forgot no gravity. Next step, we're off to Mars, so we'll just basically keep going. In fact, that's what I'll do. That'll be how I'll end it. There's the downside of no vent in here. So, we're all set up and ready to wish Earth goodbye. So yeah, we are just about ready to leave all Earth behind. Let's do it. Okay. Jump drive. 1340 kilometers. That's a long way. We're in the sun, so our solar panels will provide measly power. Here we go. Whoop. Oh, now that's the way to travel. Almost there. We're pretty much done. Okay. Well, so that makes me think next episode we'll probably get to Mars and touch down. So there's that to look forward to. Thank you all for joining me today. We'll be back next week, same time, same place. So, yeah. Until then, bye-bye.